New guns in the warehouse this week. We've got the new Mossberg 590R 12-gauge shotgun and the GOAT-15 Atom 22LR pistol on this week's Gear Grind. So, pistol grip shotguns aren't new for Mossberg, but they're less than ideal due to the tang safety. But this new 590R shotgun swaps for an ambidextrous drum safety and an AR-style trigger. Let's get into it. Fit. The new 590R shotguns are 12 gauge, so there's a huge pool of ammunition you can use here. This is a tactical shotgun with a smooth cylinder bore, so birdshot, buckshot, slugs, go nuts. The pistol grip that comes with the rifle is a Magpul MOE Plus, which you can swap out for whatever you prefer, along with the stock, which has a mil-spec equivalent polymer tube. On the front of the rifle, you also have an M-LOK slot for mounting a forward light and some QD sling cups at the rear for the sling of your choice. These shotguns come with an integrated Picatinny rail for red dots, and the nice thing is these are basically made for AR height optics, so you have a ton of options available to you and they'll be right at a comfortable height. The 590Rs come with a traditional 6-shot tube, or you can get the 590RM, which have the 10-round Rock and Lock Mossberg magazines. Feel. The version I have on the table here is a very comfortable shotgun, and there's some tweaks to ergonomics here that you really don't see elsewhere. Out of the box, the pump doesn't really rattle thanks in part to the heat shield on top, in my estimation. In addition to the rotary AR-15 style safety, the pump release is also settled on the rear of the trigger guard, so you can actually lift up with your thumb to open the action. If you're a lefty, you can just lift your index finger to get the action open the same way. The trigger feels a lot like a mil-spec enhanced trigger. It's not the lightest trigger in the world, but it's very crisp and very familiar if you're an AR user. And the reason I'd say to hold on to this stock is that you get a huge, cushy, rubberized butt plate. Keeps things comfy and saves your shoulder over time. Really nice ergos overall. Form. This thing caused quite a buzz at SHOT Show. A straight comb pistol grip shotgun with a stylized heat shield brings to mind a certain shotgun from popular culture. People rightfully called this the Halo shotgun, but we're probably not going to see a lore-accurate 8-gauge version. But this thing is undeniably cool. It's got a flat phosphate finish for the barrel steel, flat anodizing for the receiver, but the part that really jumps out is the safety with an almost untreated looking finish. I personally wish the safety was blacked out like the rest of the shotgun, but it's a pretty small gripe. My guess is this is either a holdover from Mossberg's contract to make this shotgun, or it's a marketing gimmick to make sure people know what's happening here. I know all about marketing gimmicks. I am one. Function. The great thing about a Mossberg 590, even with this new safety and trigger mechanism, is that this is a proven action that is very hard to take down. There's a reason that a lot of professional door kickers swear by the Mossberg 590 shotgun. This is an extremely reliable setup. But with those new ergonomics, you might have a short period where you have to get to know this new shotgun, how it handles with raised optics and a new safety to keep track of. Thankfully, it works pretty much exactly like an AR-15, so it's likely not to be an issue, just a new way to train. Features. Let's talk about the benefits of changing a classic platform to a new form factor. You eliminate some of the original gripes that people have had about the pump release button on the 590. And for those who don't like tang safeties, this is a happy medium for ambidextrous use without an old school crossbolt safety. But more than that, like the AR-15, the way this gun recoils straight back into your shoulder pocket makes it easier to control and gives you more leverage to keep this shotgun on target. Right now, 590Rs are going for between $800 and $900, where a more traditional 590A1 can be had for under $700. You'll have to decide if the hot new look and a fresh, well thought out approach to ergonomics makes the jump in price point worth it to you. We've covered the GOAT-15 before, but now there's a newer, even lighter weight version available in a mini AR pistol format. Let's look at the Atom 22LR pistol. Fit. Similar to the GOAT-15, this platform is a miniaturized AR-type straight blowback design. The grip, trigger, safety, etc. are all smaller and use a proprietary design, so you're not going to be adjusting a lot of the furniture. However, you do still have standard Picatinny rail on top of the receiver and handguard, M-LOK slots for accessories like hand stops, angled foregrips, lights, whatever you want to put on. And the muzzle does retain the standard 1/2x28 thread, so you can put on a new muzzle device, even a 22LR friendly suppressor if you want. This version of the GOAT also comes with a 10-round magazine and a 1-round trainer mag. Feel. So, the standard GOAT-15 with a loaded 10-round mag, a scant 3 pounds. The Atom pistol, under 2.5. And that makes sense. This pistol loses about 9 inches of that original barrel length. The all-polymer receiver and handguard naturally keeps things light, and this thing is very fun and easy to carry around. I think this fits very nicely into that backpack gun territory, something that's light and compact that you can do hunting for some small game on a camping trip. I will say this does maybe feel a bit too light for a firearm, but that's not to say this pistol feels cheap, just atom weight. Form. Since this is a cut down version of the original, my thoughts on the Atom pistol haven't really changed much. It's a really sleek, clean design that's reminiscent of a modern full-size AR-15. A few ridges along the handguard help improve the grip, but otherwise it keeps things very simple. And you still do have that shortened A2 style grip. Now, if you want to SBR this pistol, you can get an appropriately sized M4 stock, but that's basically your only option here. As of this video, there's no other options for stocks, grips, or braces for the GOAT-15, but hopefully that changes in the future. Function. Just like the first version of the GOAT-15, the Atom performs perfectly well, even with that shorter barrel length factored in. As with a lot of 22 LR rifles and pistols, the biggest bottlenecks for performance are going to be ammunition quality and frequency of cleaning. You shoot any 22 long enough and it will get sluggish, jam, especially with an autoloader like this. Features. Without a doubt, the biggest, coolest thing about this gun is the weight. It's always kind of ridiculous when you get this sub 3-pound AR in your hands, and it's very easy to handle for basically anyone. There's a lot of good discussions on how ARs can end up being too large for shooters of smaller stature, especially those who aren't super experienced. Really, the GOAT is a great solution for that problem, for younger or just plain novice shooters looking for something without too much power or kick that they can use for training. Without a brace, and because it's so tiny, you'll really have to choke up to get those 3 points of contact, but honestly, the weight and recoil is so low, you're not really going to have issues holding on to the Atom. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you found something helpful or interesting from this video. Next time we'll dive back into some new parts with some new brands I think you're going to like. And as always, if there's a gun or upgrade you want me to go hands-on with, slap a comment down below, give you my honest take on it in a future video.